Hello, friends. How are you? I'm Kishan Joshi. You all know that this is a day 21, and today I'm going to talk about the batting apps. Yes, batting apps. Like it's called as a Jua and all this stuff. Why I picked this topic? I picked the topic to understand the customer behavior, how addictions work, how psychology work, how all the things, data analytics, addictions, and the customer relations and company operate at a certain degree. And hopefully, when I give this perspective to you, you will realize and understand about how the particular companies are manipulating you, uh, at a certain extent, and what is the particular data is basically suggesting certain things, suggesting certain insights, and and I'm talking in a perspective of the company owner, and how to basically improve the company standards, how to basically improve the sales of the company. So this is the particular job role I has in this particular app companies. Many people has a many people has a certain prerequisite mindset, or certain pre-existing mindset, which is bad about certain industry. And I'm telling that the addiction of the batting is quite bad. But if you want to understand the certain amount of if you want to understand the certain amount of customer behavior, then understanding the data set of the betting apps is great. So experimenting with the games is quite good. I'm telling to you, it's not the that like if the game is addictive, we don't experience it. So experience is good, but managing it in a certain way so it don't ruin your productivity. That is the particular thing we can do for the at a moral perspective. But now let's talk about the betting app and how to improve it. So let me share my entire screen so we can go and move towards the batting app data set. Yeah. Yes. So the more important phenomena, if I talk about, I searched a lot of things about the betting app. This is our GitHub repo. Yeah, this is our GitHub repo, and this is our project which we done, and you can see the symbol from the my left side, probably. So symbol is there. The symbol is basically the we made the symbol for the um, this particular gaming environment. So this is the gaming environment. We created the two dashboard, one with the Tableau and second with the Power BI. Power BI dashboard looks like this. And the Tableau dashboard probably looks like, just 1 minute. Tableau dashboard will looks like this. Yeah. And if I go into the full screen, yeah. So entire dashboard is visible. So you can see, we can here see the analytical framework for the batting game app data, and the trends metrics is user insights. What is the specific insights the users are giving, so we can improve the further process about the gaming industry. So this is a whole thing. Let me select it, all the stuff. Yeah. So here acquisition channel wise, like many how actually how actually the gaming industry work, how actually gaming industry acquire the customer. There has a different acquisition channel like retail, social, affiliate marketing, PPC, payment per click, others, and maximum part is unknown. Specifically, what I assume is like the unknown part is like a social referrals, which is not basically registered. So this type of thing are there. So this is the main thing about. You can see the acquisition channel, why the customer is acquired. So let me select it again. Yeah. So it's basically the average time taken to acquire the customer. So retail has the highest, I think, average time taken for the customer. Then average age-wise distribution, sub-product and acquisition channel-wise, it's a heat map we generated. It is also the great map. And unfortunately, I'm not able to show the actions here because actions are basically present in a Tableau public version. But unfortunately, I'm not able to show these things because this is a basically Tableau public account, but actions can be seen in the dashboard of the Tableau public software itself. So whatever you are seeing is a pretty much basic version which we are created. Then a time taker for spending a first time means when the customer got entry, what is the particular time they take to make their first payment? This is also given. So on the basis of by looking at those graphs, we can generate the insights. Specifically, the stakeholder has a lot of grips on the data. Means they not understand the data, but but they not understand the data, but they has a grip. They has a grip. They has a grip over the understanding of the graphs. When because they see the graphs like okay, it's a pragmatic lotto. This is basically the age number. This is the highest age is playing. So when we see the difference in the color, human eye is designed in a certain way, like they can see the difference in the color and understand the whole perspective. This is a density plot. If I talk about this, then this is a density plot of gender and acquisition channel by distribution. So this is all the gender and acquisition channel, like how many people are basically batting here. The like bat amount is given. If you can see these things, then the bat amount is given. Bat amount and female and male wise distribution. So some peoples are from the PPC and unknown are giving a lot of bat amount. So on the basis of what we can understand certain clues and conclusions, which we have to understand when we see the graphs, we have to understand those things. Let's go to the our GitHub repo again, so we can move towards the our GitHub repo itself. Yeah. So what is the basically the project? It's a batting app, data cleaning and data push. So what is this? Like there are certain tables. There are certain tables. The schema is what written below. The schema basically means the structure of the table. I will show you. Just 1 minute. The data set is present in the Google Drive link. So when I click this link, so this type of data set is present. Player details ID, players activity ID, players first deposit, XLS, etc., etc., etc. If we click on one project, then the Excel file will be open. You can see these things. To SRC player ID, sign up date, acquisition channel, SRC advertiser ID, gender, date birth, internal player by N. Internal player yes or no. Y stands for yes, yeah, and N stands for no. This is all the things are present. So if we go into the this is Slack in a if we go into the before stage, then then the basically where is the by projects? If we go here, yeah, this is our projects. So this is a Google Drive link I shared in a GitHub. Then this is a prerequisite. With the prerequisite link, ensure you have a necessary library to install. So first we have to do the pip install the uh, this particular library. Then we can import many things. Then we can import the library. After giving this particular syntax, we can copy from here also. Importing the library. After importing the library, after mentioning this installed, then import we can import the library by just writing the Jupyter not in the not Jupyter notebook. We are importing the NumPy, we importing the Pandas, we importing the Seaborn for the great visualization. We can import the Matplotlib for the dynamic presentation, and import warnings are there. If warnings import warnings and from Spellchemy and Create Engine. If we talk about it, what is the utilization of it? So utilization of this particular thing is like, if the warning is come, still it shows the warning, but it just skips through all the process, and further process is not restricted. Then the cleaning the data, bonus cost data, first bet data, first deposit data, players data, and players activity data. So if you talk about the bonus cost data, like every game is not a basically established behavior. Game is not an established behavior. So we have to incentivize the customer. We have to incentivize the customer to play the game, because when they spend certain amount of money, then and then the betting companies like ours can get the money, because the flow of money, they can win only when they spend, and they can lose only when they get spent. So we have to incentivize certain things. So that's the reason why the one bonus cost data is there. So so basically the process looks like this. Bonus cost data. So like for every data, like bonus cost data, first bet data, first deposit data, and players details data. Preview. Just 1 minute. Yeah, players deposit data, players details data, players activity data, all the things, how they are actually set up. Like, what is the basic procedure in this particular entire process? So, like, first is data loading. Means data should be go into Excel file to the server or Jupyter notebook or anything else. Then, then we have to basically clean the data. When we do the cleaning with the data, first we have to read the data. We should read the data with the Python pandas. Then we have to clean the data with the pandas and NumPy. Then where we have to what we done is basically the visualization of the data, which has happened with the Matplotlib and Seaborn. It's a basically exploratory data analysis. Exploratory data analysis with Matplotlib and Seaborn, with pandas, with NumPy as well. And after that, we have to do the specific visualization. For that, we done the Tableau and Power BI, but the Tableau has certain constraints. Tableau, what is the constraint I feel is like, I don't has a paid version, and in a Tableau Public, which is a free version, we're not able to establish the relationship and connections between different tables. So what we done is basically the merging the data set. We merge the data set, which is actually wrong approach. Like merging the data and making the relationship in Power Query Editor, it's a great approach. But merging data frame and just gaining some tables and putting it into the Tableau, it's a worst approach. And we follow both. So one is right approach, one is a wrong approach. So what is the what we actually done about every tables? Then it's a bonus cost data. We first load the data, then we deal with the missing values, and we deal with the duplicates. We deal with the null values, and we done certain micro operations on the data. And after the data, like convert, and we also done the data type conversion. Like For in the bonus cost data, you can see the activity month to date time, first bet data. We convert the system first bet day bet date time to date time format. We converted the system first bet slip amount, first slip amount to the numeric format. So here it is written that like we converted the deposit date to the date time format, converted the first deposit amount to the integer format. So this type of columns which indicate certain purposes. We actually done certain things, certain operations. We done the data type manipulations and data type modifications. So we can actually do this work. Then we merge the data frames with the one common ID is we can see in all the tables. It's basically the SRC player ID. And on the basis of it, we made the relationship. This is the code of loading the data, and you can see this thing pd.read CSV. Uh, we read the CSV file with this particular way, and we also created the engine in a way that if you access all the things in your computer, then you can also get the insights. Means means it is not only for the local computer, it is for the open source. So this is loading data, pushing for then cleaning the data and then pushing the data to the MySQL. Because if data is connected with MySQL pipeline, then if new data will come, then it can hold a power to handle the future consequences, future data. So it is basically the very bulletproof mechanism. Means it's a future-proof mechanism. Means we try to create the future-proof mechanism. Means our project is like if the MySQL server gets more data, then that particular data and that particular visualization changes automatically. This type of settings we already done. Then the summary. This is not an entire dashboard. Uh, this is basically the if I talk about it, then this is basically the dashboard which just 1 minute. So in this way, we also made the Power BI dashboard. So in the Power BI dashboard, there are a lot of things are there. So I'm sharing my screen again so we can discuss over there topics. So basically, this is our dashboard. So I'm showing my dashboard here. So this is my dashboard. So this is the dashboard we are made. Just a 1 minute. The dashboard is here. Yeah, dashboard is here. So you can see these things. It's a conversion rate. You can see the conversion rate here and the average bet amount, average win amount. There are a lot of things are mentioned here. So which is great. So conversion rate, bet amount, average win amount, number of players by product and sub-product, revenue by product, distribution by the acquisition channel, active player days by time, number of players by playing the frequent playing in the frequency. What is the frequency? On the basis of it, on the basis of frequency, we determine the three category: casual players, dormant player, and high order player. Then the year-wise revenue growth we also seen, and some insights we are going to present here, which is basically like this. So data collection in a company needs a certain improvement. Yeah, like you seen that the in a acquisition channel, the one very big problem is unknown problem. Means basically unknown problem means the you can see in this channel second the major stake as an unknown means we don't know from which acquisition channel it comes. Why? Because it is probably from the social network. So we have to improve the data collection. Then create a new referral program where existing users are rewarded for the introducing their friends and family to the application. So we have to introduce the referral programs. Then remove products that are making losses, like stop using the emails for affiliate marketing. So this is also the great initiative. Distribution by acquisition channel. If you see these things, then green email is not showing anything else. Then since fonts are readily available, the problem is that the maximum sales still happen in a web browsing. But since my perspective is that since fonts are readily available, we should encourage more fonts users to join the game by the prioritizing the font users. In this way, we can do the whole things. We should increase the conversion rate by the providing user with a non-withdrawable amount of money. Bonus cost should be non-withdrawable. Otherwise, the uh, entire thing, entire perspective, entire viewpoint of giving the bonuses will be going to be wasted, and that is a worst thing. So, so this is the whole thing about the project. If I talk about this is, but here we made the lot of codes here, so you can access the code. This is a push data mechanism. This is a push data mechanism. So, um, so this is all about the project. Hope you understand and gain the insights from this particular project. And batting data is like we work with a lot of we work with the team from the like one is from the Bangalore, second is from the Surat, third is from the Madhya Pradesh. So got a lot of insights from them, got a lot of learning from them. So very grateful to work with those team members, and hope you all gain the value out of this project. And if you gain the value out of this project, then please share, subscribe, and share the project. Subscribe, share, like, comment, all this thing. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.